Here's January. She's rocking the new Claire Redfield DLC. And in front of Jan is a corner. And when Jan turns that corner, she's going to do something that's going to make your jaw drop. Okay? So let's go. Oh, wow, look at all these zombies. Wouldn't it be nice if they were a little bit easier to deal with? Okay, well.
Not lethal by itself.
Do your thing, Jan.
But it should buy me some time.
Look at that. Now we got a bunch of crawlers. Isn't that nice? Okay, well, let's talk about it. Hello everyone, my name is SwingPoynt and welcome to Resident Evil Resistance. This is the multiplayer game bundled with Resident Evil 3. And last night there was a patch and a bunch of stuff was added. And we're gonna talk about some of that new stuff with a build that we're gonna do. And I'm gonna call it Crawler Jan, because you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna make crawlers, and it's gonna be using some of the new equipment that was in the new patch. And to be clear, anybody can do this, any character. But I'm gonna talk about why Jan in particular excels with it, okay? So let's go over the equipment real quick, or no, the skills, and then the equipment, and then I'll show you what it looks like in a match, okay? So for her skill, her fever skill, run whatever you want, doesn't matter. I like interference because it makes things cost more. One thing to keep in mind with the new patch is that her EMP, her fever skill, is no longer blocked by electromagnetic shields. You used to be able to counter the EMP by using a camera shield. Now, if you use it, Mastermind's got to deal with it no matter what. So that's a big buff for Jan. For her second skill here, some people really love malware, some people really love lockdown, some people really love instant. It doesn't matter. Frankly, these first two skills don't matter. You do whatever you like. If you think malware is broken, go ahead and use malware. I like using instant, personally. Now onto her first passive skill here, I'm running high cal. You could run anti-armament if you want to. I'll explain the difference, especially with this new patch, okay? So high cal just increases the damage that Jan does to cameras. Flat rate, about 50%, okay? Now anti-armament takes that a step farther, but the camera has to have an active firearm in it. So things from the firearms category include invulnerability anchor, immobilizing shot, air cannon, machine gun, stuff like that. And something to keep in mind, which I'm surprised I haven't seen more of, is especially now that you can get a shotgun in Area 1, you can take down a camera with one shot from a shotgun in Area 1 and Area 2. I'm surprised I wasn't seeing more Area 2 stuff pre-patch. As long as you have both EMP rounds on and anti-armament. It's a high-risk, high-reward type of skill because they might not even use firearms the whole game. Everybody uses cameras. So I'm going to run high cal. Shotgun will take 2 shots on a camera in Area 1 and Area 2. And in Area 3, it'll take 3 shots. So it's 1 extra shot. That can make a difference, but more consistent, I'm running high cal. Now this is where it gets interesting. And this right here is why Jan does best with this whole crawler thing that we're going to do, okay? Bargain bin. Lowers the price of all non-firearms in the armory for Jan. It's a 30% deduction. So take a grenade, usually costs 100. Well, now it costs 70. That applies to everything in the umbrella credit chest other than firearms, okay? Onto the equipment now. We're going to run EMP rounds 2 to complement high cal. And right here is the doozy of a skill that makes it so you can turn anything into a crawler. And let me explain to you a little bit about how the crawler thing works, because it doesn't work the way you think it would, okay? So if you're not familiar, you can damage limbs in this game. You can take out their legs, you can take out their arms. Frankly, something I like to do now that we can do this, I like to take out both their legs and then both their arms, and then the zombies are just going like little fishies trying to bite your ankles, and then they can only take off 1 second when they bite you because they don't have arms, they can't grab you, little fishies. And before, you could always kind of use a shotgun or a magnum for that, but when you're using reinforced frame now, we learned last night on our stream, we stream every single night, twitch.tv/SwingPoynt, links in the description. We learned that it's the amount of bullets that hits the leg. It's not the amount of damage. From our testing that we did, it was 3 bullets to damage a leg. And you only got to damage 1 leg and then they become a crawler. So 3 bullets to damage a limb, basically. So, with the MQ-11 and it's shooting really, really fast, you could just cut through everything. Oh, I guess I installed Final Fantasy. You could just cut through a ton of creatures. And again, you could always do this with a shotgun, and you could always do it with the Magnum, but with reinforced frame, it makes it so all the guns are pretty good at it. And to be clear on our testing, we tested the MQ-11 versus the Quick Draw. Two very different damage weapons. The Quick Draw did like 1,800 damage, but it took 3 bullets. The MQ did like 240 damage, but it took 3 bullets. So it's bullets. It's not damage. We tested on a bunch of different single shot weapons. So why does Jan make sense with this? Why not run it on Becca? She's the gun person. You can, but the reason why Jan's so good with it is because of bargain bin. She's able to make everything cost so little in the chest that not only does it help her deal with cameras really well because the MQ-11 can stun lock a camera and she does more damage to cameras, she can buy so much more ammo and just keep going. It's like she'll never run out because of bargain bin. And then on top of that, we throw Decoder 3 on there, and Decoder 3 gives you a 10% reduction on everything in the umbrella chest, including firearms. And now you might be wondering, well, should I run Decoder 3 or should I run Umbrella Wallet 3? I'll show you what that skill is. Oh, I got rid of this one. So if you go to the wallets here, you can start with a large amount of umbrella credits, okay? So I'll make it real simple in case you're like getting too in your head about the math. Umbrella Credit 3, or Umbrella's Wallet 3, gives you 120 credits, flat, okay? And then Decoder 3 gives you 10% reduction on everything, flat, okay? So think of it this way. If you earn more than 1,200 credits throughout the whole game, then Decoder is going to be a better option because you're going to save more. If you don't earn more than 1,200, well then Umbrella Wallet would be better. Depends on your comp. Most times, I definitely am going over 1,200. Especially if you have a Valerie that is providing economy, or frankly anybody that's providing economy, but Valerie does it really well. If you have an economy character that is running Lucky Charm, you're almost always going to go over 1,200 because something you got to keep in mind is you get umbrella credits when you pick them up. You get umbrella credits when you get to a new area. You also get umbrella credits when you destroy a core. So you should be resupplying in Area 3. That's something I don't see newer players do. Now on to this last piece of equipment here. It's new with this patch. It's called Umbrella Credit Card. And it says start without any weapons or items in your inventory, but rather a set amount of umbrella credits. So usually you start with 250 credits. This will make it so you get an additional 250 credits. So that's going to give you 500 credits total at the beginning of the game. But keep in mind, since you're getting rid of everything in your inventory, you're losing your MUP, which who cares, but you're also losing the herb, and you're also losing 50 ammo. It used to be 30 ammo, now it's 50 with the new patch. So think of it from this frame of mind. Some people go ahead and question, well, why does this cost 3? Isn't that better than what Wallet 3 gives you? Wallet 3 only gives you 120 credits, but it costs 5 equipment points. Well, let's think of it from a replacement point of view. To replace 50 ammo and to replace a green herb, that would cost you 170 credits, right? Because a green herb is 50 and 50 ammo is 120. So that would bring you down to 330 umbrella credits. Whereas if you were running the wallet here, you would still have your 50 ammo and you would still have your green herb, but instead you'd be at 370 credits, okay? So it is not a better skill in terms of credit value unless you're running it on Jan, because Jan can make up for that with her bargain bin, and then you also complement it with Decoder. The way Jan works, from what I can remember in my testing, she can replace the green herb and 50 ammo, and then at the end of that, she's still going to have 398 credits left over. So it's a better skill for Jan if you run her this way. But in general, it's not better than Umbrella Credit Wallet 3. Okay? So let's get ourselves into a match, and I can talk to you a lot about things that have changed in the most recent patch, and kind of show you how it works in a game, And we'll also just kind of talk about Jan and see how she plays out. I think I showed you and talked about most of the things, but let's get into a game and talk about whatever comes up. So we're in our match now. Hey, and they all have the DLC. Cool. Oh, we don't have a Valerie. Oh, you always gotta have a Valerie. Anyway, some of you might be wondering, well, why instant over malware? One thing I really like about instant is that the mastermind has to move. Malware, if you're in the middle of doing something, you can finish what you're doing until malware is all the way cast, right? Malware is gonna stink when you want to cast a new thing, but there is that appeal with instant where you can keep a camera down for longer and you can do it quickly, and you actually have to push the mastermind off, or they'll be forced to respond, I should say. Ooh, Daniel, he got a lot of buffs. A lot of buffs in this most recent patch, especially with Mr. X. Especially with Mr. X. Mr. X is like kind of good now because he's so much faster. You got to be afraid of him now. We'll see how this goes. Without a Valerie, I'm a little nervous. But we have a Martin and we have a Tyrone. So, might be okay. We'll see. Jan doesn't do a whole lot to Dan. Things that'll counter, speaking of the limb stuff, things that'll counter the limb dismemberment is a controlled zombie. You can't break their limbs, from what I was able to test. Also, regen, like enhancer regen or the mist, the vapors, regen will restore legs. So after the regening for a little bit, they can get back up. So let's show you what I was talking about before. You see I have no inventory? Well, if I do a green herb and 50 ammo, oh, 418. Well, I was wrong. 418 instead of 398. So this is a way better skill for Jan. So let's go ahead and run an MQ here, and I'll buy some ammo so I can just stay stocked up. This is the shotgun meta. Absolutely the shotgun meta. And you better get used to it because there's going to be a lot of shotgunning. Ooh, I wanted to buy that flashbang. Well, I should go help out my team, huh? Oh, it's a new map. Oh, man. Is this Uptown? Oh, man, we're going to get stomped. Because, oh, boy. Oh, he's dancing. Is it one of those? It's one of those.
Good job. Shit, that was pretty. Hey, you can do that.
That could be a key.
Oh, Tyrone, he's going to eat you. Uh-oh. Yep, I got to let it happen. It's a dance or die. I got to let it happen.
Shit, that was pretty good job.
You got to learn, Tyrone.
That worked.
If Danny comes dancing, you got to let him dance.
That worked. Good job. Hey, you can do that again.
So, let's show the legs thing. Oh, he's dead. You gotta let him dance. That's the rules. Oh boy, look at all these zombies here. So, let's see what it looks like when I get rid of all their legs. See how much easier they are to deal with now? And you can do it to all of them. But again, the crawlers, or the controlled zombies, they can resist that. Now he's just sitting here looking over here, which means this guy's an imposter, huh? And you can break imposter legs.
That is how we do it, my friend.
Yes.
Time to end this. Do you not think?
Saying hi.
Dr. Wesker wants your... Yes, that is how we do it, my friend.
We have to navigate this very carefully, chat. We're playing the way of the dance. So he's like, take out his legs, and then he's really easy to take out after that. And shotgun's gonna do it all the time. Like, you don't even need the equipment with the shotgun. It's better when you use this equipment with the shotgun. But again, Jan's really good with the MQ. Let's go ahead and take this and slowly pick things up. Cool, it's a new map. So it's called Uptown. The new maps are both awesome. IMO. Amusement Park and Uptown are a ton of fun. They have a ton of areas in them. They don't feel like downtown and amusement park. They feel very different. So let's keep going here. I think Tyrone's the target. Yep, Tyrone's the target. I'll take his leg out. Tyrone, you gotta let him dance. He might forgive you. But you just... Sometimes you just gotta dance, man. They're not letting him
The
dance.
exit's open.
This is bad.
I confess, I did not expect
This
to
is
be so
bad.
successful so soon.
I think he's gonna let me walk. I got lucky. Dance or die favors me. Okay, so you got a choice here in area 2.
Let us see how much further you can.
You can decide to either buy a shotgun and start having the shotgun meta work out for you, or you can continue on with the MQ. The MQ burns through a ton of ammo, but Jan is so good with her economy that sometimes you can just buy it anyway. Because if you take a look, it's going to cost what, 225? So 225, and then I still have plenty of room to buy plenty of ammo. I mean, look at this. I'm loaded up. So that's the power of Jan. She's kind of nuts. So now I got a super high damage weapon. The shotgun is the meta now because they fixed the shotguns. I've been screaming the praises of shotguns for a while now. But people are like, SwingPoynt, they're not consistent enough. Well, now they are. And that makes them terrifying. He's going after Tyrone.
Not bad. Shit, that was pretty damn good. Hey, you can do that again. Good job. Shit, that was pretty damn. That worked. Shit, that was pretty damn good.
He's not going to touch me. I guarantee you he's like my best friend now.
No regret. Just flesh made into a.
We got to test it. I'm going to go walk right by Mr. X and see if he hits me.
Shit right now. Brain power.
Yep, he's not touching me. He's not interested. Oh, these stairs are a really big deal in Uptown, but look at this. See how much this is going to help us out when we try to come down here? Like it's so helpful. And now it's just a bunch of crawlers. Not scary at all. And if he controls them, oh, I can't reach that far? No, I can't reach that far. If he tries to control them, I don't think they're gonna gain their legs back. You know what I'm saying? If they had regen on, they would, but they're not just gonna get it back on their own.
Efficient way of ending your life. But others are others.
I think he'll let me find Yorick.
You stepped into my. I
We'll see.
understand. If I weren't
Oh, Tyrone
could
left!
kill the world, then I would be conflicted about escaping too. But do you
Oh, they're
have
all
to be
dead.
so slow
Can I go
about
pick
it?
them up, please? Will you let me? There.
Could be worse, I guess.
Don't touch me, Crawley boys.
You know we set this up to tease you, do you not?
Thought I was a gun.
We never really expected you to get it.
Could do without this.
Coughing.
Could've gone worse.
We got a dance or die when I tried recording a video. This is great.
This really is not
So the shotguns are super strong now, right?
your life.
They do a ton of damage, like all the time. You can count on them.
Hey, you can do that again. Shit.
Uh-oh.
That was pretty damn good.
Uh-oh. I shouldn't have done that, Sam. Why is he down again? How do I even get to Yorick?
Including the one served in garlic.
Alright, let me go try to kill Yorick real quick.
Find it.
Oh no, he got bit!
Into the darkness.
Oh well.
It takes more than brute strength to win.
I'm okay with it. I think this is fine, really, because I showed you the legs thing. That's really what I wanted to show you. And we got to see a little bit of Uptown, which is cool. And we got to see a dance or die, which is cool. And it's a Dan, so you don't really go up against the cameras that much. Up against a Dan, you can try, but he's usually in the creatures too often for you to really do a whole lot as Jan. And I don't think I'm really going to tell you anything about Jan that you don't already know. She does cameras. So I think this is great. I'm happy with this. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. We stream every single night, twitch.tv/SwingPoynt. I'd love to see you over there. Link is in the description. We'll be testing out all sorts of cool stuff. I want to test out a Psycho Sam. I think that might be a really interesting thing that came out of all this. We'll see. And there's some other things we're working on as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you in the next video that we do around here.